YouTube. What up, everybody, and welcome back to Field Lights TV Super Bowl 55 recap special. Just wanted to take this time to thank everybody for tuning into my last video. I appreciate all the likes, comments, subscriptions, and even the dislikes. Can't do it without you guys. Today, I'm coming at you with the Super Bowl 55 recap, so let's just get right into it. Alright, so boom. February 7, 2021, Tom Brady led the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to their second Super Bowl win as a franchise against Pat Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. After an 18-year drought in the game, Bruce Arians' Bucs won a decisive 31-9 victory over Andy Reid's Chiefs in what marked Brady's 7th Super Bowl win and 10th appearance, cementing him as the greatest player of all time. And I'm going to be honest, the game was a slaughter, with the Chiefs coming out with thin personnel on the offensive line and sloppy defensive play, along with questionable quarterback play from Patrick Mahomes, to the surprise of many Chiefs and NFL fans. But before we get into the recap, I'm going to drop a couple facts that you may or may not have known about this game. The 55th Super Bowl marked the first true home game for a team with the Bucs playing in their home city and field, which I believe gave the Bucs a little bit more of an edge against Mahomes and the Chiefs. Bruce Arians also made history as the oldest coach to win the Super Bowl game at the age of 68 years old. In addition, this AARP football coaching showdown pitted Andy Reid versus Bruce Arians, who are both a combined 131 years old, making this the oldest matchup in Super Bowl coaching history. Tom Brady also made his 10th Super Bowl appearance, the second being Mike Lodish and Steven Gostkowski, Brady's former teammate. Previously, the Super Bowl series was tied in number of wins, with the AFC having 27 and the NFC also having 27. However, now with the Bucs win, Brady gave the NFC the nod in conference competition in the game, with the NFC having the edge by one Super Bowl. Pat Mahomes, who was 25 years and 143 days old on Sunday, was the youngest quarterback to start two Super Bowls, surpassing Seattle's Russell Wilson, who was 26 years and 64 days old at the time of his second Super Bowl start. However, Brady, who was 43 years and 188 days old on Super Bowl Sunday, and Mahomes will have the largest age differential, which is 18 years and 45 days between opposing starting quarterbacks in Super Bowl history. They were born over 6,000 days apart, with Mahomes being 6 years old when Brady first made his Super Bowl debut on February 3rd, 2002, when the New England Patriots played the St. Louis Rams. Finally, Tampa Bay, who missed the postseason in 2019, is the fourth team in the past 5 years to appear in the Super Bowl the season after missing the playoffs, joining the 2016 Falcons, 2017 Eagles, and the 2019 49ers. Now, let's see how the Bucs got there. Tampa Bay finished the regular season 11-5 with losses to the Saints twice, Bears, Rams, and Chiefs. They won their wild card game against the Washington football team despite an astounding performance by Taylor Heinicke, along with wins against the Saints and Packers in the divisional and conference championship games. The Buccaneers were a 5th-seeded team in the NFC playoff field and defeated number 2 New Orleans and number 1 seeded Green Bay to become the 11th team since 1990 and the first since the 2012 Baltimore Ravens to defeat the top 2 seeds from their own conference in the same postseason. The Patrick Mahomes-led Chiefs won their division and conference championship games against the Buffalo Bills and Cleveland Browns, with Pat Mahomes suffering a head injury in the third quarter of the divisional round, where many were worried about his status throughout the playoffs. Yet, he was cleared and beat Josh Allen's Buffalo Bills on the way to his second Super Bowl appearance. Now listen, the 55th Super Bowl was an absolute decimation of the Kansas City Chiefs. Never have I seen Pat Mahomes so rattled in the pocket. The pass rush of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers definitely had the antidote last night for Andy Reid's high-powered Chiefs offense. I mean, look. They had Pat Mahomes scrambling around that backfield like Day-Day when Baby D came to Pinky's record shop.
Do your mom know you act so
Come on, bro, you better go on with the bullshit. Y'all do something about it. Why y'all do something about the shit? man. Do something about
You move well for a big girl.
The game started off with two stout defensive possessions from the Chiefs and Bucks, with the first points put up from a 49-yard kick from Harrison Butker. However, Brady eventually did his famous head-down bench stance, which was seen against the Atlanta Falcons in that famed comeback from 28-3, and things began to get out of hand. The Bucks jumped out to a 7-3 lead in the first quarter after Brady delivered a dump off to Rob Gronkowski for the 8-yard touchdown. In the second quarter, Brady threw a 17-yard strike to Rob Gronkowski that took the Bucks to a 14-3 lead on the tail end of two crucial Kansas City penalties. Now, somebody had to have diagnosed the Chiefs with the penalty bug last night because they gave up an insurmountable amount of yards to penalties in the first half. And at this point in the game, Tyrann Mathieu had an interception that could have changed the momentum, but unfortunately, it was called back due to a holding call that completely killed the Chiefs' defensive momentum that could have put them in a good place on offense for Patrick Mahomes to move the ball down the field as he usually does. Kansas City would respond by moving the ball 61 yards in 10 plays and making the score 14-6 at the heels of another field goal kick, but this would prove to not be enough as Brady would find the comeback kid AB for a 1-yard touchdown pass. Following this touchdown pass, Tom Brady and Tyrann Mathieu would get into a verbal confrontation that would generate a 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty on the Chiefs. All in all, in the first half, the Chiefs were penalized 9 times for 95 yards, which was the most penalties called on a team in one half of any game of football for the 2020-21 NFL season. The second half would prove to be not effective for the Chiefs offense as they would have to settle for a field goal at the 11th minute of the third quarter. And at this point in the game, I was looking at the Chiefs like, wow, they really can't put points up. This Tampa Bay defense is really playing lights out, and that's exactly how you have to play the Chiefs in a Super Bowl game. In the third quarter, with 7 minutes and 45 seconds left, Leonard Fournette would run untouched to pay dirt to give Tampa Bay the 28-9 lead following the Kansas City field goal. Finally, in the third quarter, with 2 minutes and 50 seconds left, Ryan Succop would extend the Buccaneer beatdown to 31-9 with a 52-yard field goal, cementing the Buccaneers as your Super Bowl champions for the 2020-21 season. When the dust settled, Tom Brady threw 21 for 29 for 201 yards and 3 touchdowns. Pat Mahomes, on the other hand, threw for 26 completions on 49 attempts with 270 yards passing, 0 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. However, the Field Lights TV game ball definitely goes to the Tampa Bay defense. Devin White, Levante David, Shaq Barrett, and JPP definitely did a great job containing Pat Mahomes and his passing and rushing attack. This was a historic win for the franchise and Tom Brady, and a good personal win for Tom Brady because many thought that Bill Belichick carried him in New England. Now we see that was definitely not the case. This was a historic Super Bowl because many thought that this Tampa Bay team was just too filled with star power to cohesively win a big game like the Super Bowl. This franchise was previously known as a team of broken hearts and broken dreams. However, last night proved all the doubters wrong. So Bucs fans, big congratulations to y'all. On the flip side, the Chiefs, I'm not too worried about them. They have great coaching. They have a great quarterback who's going to lead them to several Super Bowls. So Chiefs fans, don't be sad, don't be down. Patrick Mahomes will be back unless Justin Herbert and my Chargers have something to say about it. But this was the Field Lights TV Super Bowl recap special. Thanks for tuning in. Peace.